16 hours.
Yeah.
16 hours. And the first time I experienced that was when I did Invincible. And not ever working on a film before that, I was a little...
Taken aback?
Yes.
Shocked?
It was really hot. We were sitting in the stands, and people they were peeling their clothes off, you know, and the days were so long. But it all just... The things that happened from there on are just undescribable. The people I've met, the big stars that I've worked with, Jack Nicholson, Bradley Cooper several times, Robert De Niro, Reese Witherspoon. I actually worked in a movie studio with her.
She nice?
Yes, very nice.
I've heard that.
Mm-hmm.
I always
nice.
like when people who have all this fame and money turn out to not be jerks.
Her and Mark, very down-to-earth people.
I love that.
Very down-to-earth people. So is Bradley Cooper. Bradley Cooper's the same way. Very down-to-earth.
I have to make the yum noise whenever you say his name.
But you know what? It makes it easier. It makes it easier to work with them because it does.
It's easier to make a yum sound at him, too.
Yes.
I
only do that with
nice.
Mark, though. It's
okay.
And you know what? He knows it. If he could hear me now, he would be probably laughing his,
Took us off?
Took us off.
I say took us
A nice one at that.
Oh, I'm so glad I have a girl in here right now.
Yes.
I'm feeling girly tonight.
This is awesome.
Now, we're going to switch Mark. I got to do photo ops for NYCC in October.
Mm-hmm.
And so I went back into the green room. This is a brief story, but all of the Star Wars fans will appreciate it. I was walking past, and all I see is this body on a couch. This, just a body, and there was an umbrella, just huge umbrella, opened over the person's face, and they were obviously napping because I heard some snores, and they were a lot louder and bigger, but I'm not going to do it in your ears, fellas, because I love you. So I walked by, and I walked to the end of the green room, which, when I say green room, you normally think, oh, okay, so it's probably, the size of a living room. No, this green room was the size of my high school cafeteria. It was huge. It was gigantic. And so from one end to the other, I still kind of heard snoring. And so I'm sitting at the other with a couple of people, and I was sitting with Brian O'Halloran, and we were waiting, and all I hear is this wake-up noise, and I'm not going to do it, but it kind of sounds like a Wookiee. And all I see is Mark Hamill sit up, and his hair is a mess. It's a mess, because he puts in a whole lot of work towards his fans. He's just, absolutely, he's such a graceful, kind human being, and he's so good to the people that love him. It's astounding. And so he added extra photo ops because he knew he wasn't going to get to as many fans as he wanted to. So he added extra slots of time in order to get to them and take pictures with them. So I thought that was great, because most people can just be like, screw it.
I know.
He was like, no, I want to add more slots because I'm seeing that people are getting disappointed, and I'm seeing people be upset, and so he added more. So he was exhausted. He was stick, fork, and done. And that's why he was napping in the green room.
You see that a lot. You see them a lot. They're really...
You wonder why at the end of a film they look like zombies, and they didn't do a zombie film. You realize why they get paid so much. They're away from their families for months at a time, working 16, 18 hours a day, being bombarded by people left and right, and I never expect anyone to remember my name unless it's the 10th time we meet, honestly, because they're just people all the time coming at them.
Right.
Even the 10th time, I'm like, don't worry about it, man. It's good. We're fine. So, well, anyway, he sat up, he had a huge yawn, and just started I'm going to say mosey. He moseyed. He didn't even walk. He kind of moseyed over to us where his wife was waiting for him to go sleep for the night and then come back in the morning, because all Comic-Cons are just full-on weekends, 4-day weekends. And so there's very little rest. and his hair was all messed up, and I just waved to him, and he waved back, and I was like, "You look really tired." And he goes, "Oh yeah, I'm exhausted." And the wife was like, "Come on, let's go." I don't think he knew what was going on.
Yeah.
He was tired.
Yeah.
But sweet.
Yeah, some of them are like that. They'll just keep going with you, you know.
Oh yeah.
No matter how tired they get. But yeah.
So where the most recent, before we go into the musical break, the most recent film you worked on?
The most recent big film
Yes.
was The Silver Lining, and that was with Bradley Cooper and Robert De Niro. And I did a scene with Bradley on Lansdowne Avenue in front of the old movie theater down there.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was just me and him. And
Speaking part, or just standing there reading the newspaper?
I did a close-up shot in a car with him. Yes. And then we also did a scene where I'm driving the car and he's actually running towards me from the back.
Interesting. Like chasing you down? And
Well, in the film, he's nuts. He's going crazy, and, you know, they just had the one scene that we did, they had me driving the car slowly, and then he was coming up and back of me, running through the street.
that must have been so much fun.
It was. It was a long day, but you know what? It's so worth it. It's so worth it.
Automatic or stick shift?
It was automatic. I don't like stick shifts.
I don't either. I
know?
suck at them. I can't go up a hill.
I got stuck on a hill one time trying to... Oh, my God. It was so embarrassing, too.
I can go down hills.
Oh, that's easy.
It's so bad. I'm just awful. You know what it is? I have ADD, and I can't figure out the clutch and the thing at the same time. I was spoiled with an automatic growing up, so
Right.
maybe if I had learned stick first, it would have been fine. But
Well, my first car was a stick.
oh, and you still don't like it?
It was like a 1968 Mustang, but it was a 3-speed or something. I forget. I think it was 3-speed, and I learned with that. But even though that was my first car, down the road, when I was married to my first husband, we bought a new car with a stick shift, and I'm actually driving it home from the lot, and I got stuck
Oh no!
going up the hill,
Oh no!
taking it home.
Oh,
And
that would happen to me. I would get it
you know.
stuck 2 feet out of the dealership.
I know. I'm surprised I made it those couple blocks. I was halfway home, but still.
Like, this isn't so hard. Oh,
Yeah. I got stuck in traffic on a
Yes.
steep hill, and
yes.
I just
Stalled.
couldn't get it. I couldn't get it. And some guy that actually lived in a house on the street came out and moved the car
Oh my gosh.
for me
Oh, I would have had to
up
have
the
baked
hill
him
because he
cookies.
saw me
Stall
having a hard
out.
time. You know, I had traffic in back of me, you know, and I was like, oh my God, this can't be that hard, you know?
It's when you start talking to the car. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to go to a quick musical break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about Safe. Lady Gaga, Edge of Glory. You are tuning into Suki Says on WBZH The Buzz. And with me now, and for a little bit longer, is the lovely Kimberly Villanova. How you doing again?
I'm good.
You like the musical breaks?
Yes.
Give us a chance to breathe.
Uh-huh.
Give everyone a chance to take a break from the girl talk.
It's fun. I'm having a great time. I really am.
I'm so glad you came. I want to talk about Safe.
Okay. Safe stars Jason Statham, and it is being released on April 27th, finally.
I'm so excited. And you said it's been in the works. It's been post-production for
About 2 years.
2 years. It's a long
Almost 2
time.
years, yeah.
I think the longest I've ever had to wait to see myself in something was like 6 months. And that was the season and the series finale of Friday Night Lights.
Okay.
And if you're wondering and you're like, ooh, what was Suki in that? If you look at the very last, 2 seconds, What's-Her-Face is walking down the steps. I'm the chick next to her.
Oh, okay.
And, that's the longest I've had to wait. Well, wait, I lied. I'm so full of hooey. I had to wait about that long to see the episode of Always Sunny that I was in.
Okay.
With Chase Utley.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. Talk about,
Now, when was that one?
Oh, gosh, that was like a year or two ago.
Was
it was
it?
over the summer, but they didn't air it. It was called The Gang Gets Lost in the Woods.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like Howard and Utley
Oh, okay.
at a casino. I don't remember the whole episode, but it was a good episode. But I had to wait for it, so I know what you're feeling right now.
Right.
That, like, sitting on your chair and you're like, is it out? Is it out yet?
Well, when I did when we filmed the Mighty Max, that was back in 2007. And
yes.
that just came out in October.
Yes. My friend
Yeah.
JP was on set for that. And I remember him telling me about it when he was doing it. And then, like, a year later, I'm like, so whatever happened to the movie? He's like, it's not out yet.
Yeah, they were going to put it out quite a few times, and
Just didn't happen
it just
yet.
didn't happen.
Kept
But
getting put in. That happens, and people don't realize that what you're seeing was filmed like 4 years ago sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff happens and it doesn't happen.
right,
A lot of
it
not
was an
happening.
independent film too, so a lot of
Yeah.
times your indie films get
Pushed to the back burner.
they do, and it takes longest for them to. They're the ones that take the longest to come out.
Now, Safe, you play...
A TV reporter and held hostage in a restaurant.
Do you die?
No,
Okay,
do
good.
not die.
Okay, good. Now I'll go watch it.
No,
I'll
I
go
do
see
not
it.
die.
It's okay, guys. Kim doesn't die, so you can go see it. It'll be fine.
and when we filmed the restaurant scene, they had some really good stunt work going on.
Oh, I love watching stuntmen work. It's just so cool. I love
It
watching them
was
fall out of
really,
buildings.
it was really cool. It was cool.
Was it a lot of the combat kind of stunt, or was it? Because I do stunt work on stage, but I'm not as capable on screen.
Well, it was mostly like the guy, Jason Statham's stunt double was like jumping over a wall and onto a table, and then the table would flip up in the air.
Mm-hmm.
It was really interesting to see them do that.
Oh, it's so much fun.
It was.
I love watching.
Actually thought, oh my God, I want to do that. I want to
You wanna
try
be a
that. I'll
stunt
break
woman?
my neck, but I'll try.
Well, you can be like stunt girl light. Mm-hmm. It'll be not so bad. It'll just be like, just throw me on the table and just leave me there. Don't
Right.
flip the table.
Right.
I'll be fine.
And in the scene, the one guy at the bar gets Jason Statham stabs him in the head with a fork. So I got to see that. And
You know what's so funny is, like, I can be a girly girl, like when we're talking about yummy men, but I love movies where people get just, like, stabbed in the face or things explode. Like, I'm really excited for The Expendables, I'll tell you what.
really,
Stoked.
I worked on an independent film with my daughter Victoria, where we get bloodied up,
Nice.
cut in,
Nice.
wrapped up in plastic, and our bodies are thrown into the back of a car, and
I love all that
it's
creepy
fun.
stuff.
People don't realize the work that goes into it.
Oh, the makeup artist,
Right.
and then the everything. It's hard to be a dead body.
You know what it is, because you got to make sure you're not moving anything on your face, your eyes, your lips,
It's so funny.
breathing.
People don't realize it's not. You try and sit right now. Don't move anything. Close your eyes, and don't move anything, and breathe as like lightly and gently as you can. You're still moving, and people know you're alive. That's how hard it is.
It is, because I actually worked on another film called The Suitcase. This was years ago, and I'm the opening scene. It's me and the guy who's playing my husband, and he poisons me through my martini.
What a jerk!
I know, right? We won't even go there. But anyhow, it like the camera pans over to me, and I'm just laying there. My eyes are wide open.
Oh, that stinks.
And the
That's harder
camera's right up in right on my face. So it was so hard not to blink, and my eyes were
Water.
burning. Oh,
I hate that.
yeah. It's fun. I mean, I would do it again. Just because I
Always.
love the work. I would do it
Always.
again.
I was like, I don't mind. Just like, make me a dead body. What else? That's fun. And you said you've done some voiceover work too, right?
Right, for another independent film that was shot in Philadelphia. It was a role of Lynette, as therapist.
Ooh.
But that was the first time I've done that, and it's just, I never knew how much fun that voiceover work was.
It's so much fun hearing yourself through microphone and like
it was really interesting. It made me want to do it again.
So you're having fun like on the air right now?
I am.
I'll have to invite you
I'm having
back.
a great time. I want to come back.
We're gonna have to make a date.
I'm actually going to read for Law and Order next month. So
awesome. Where?
In New York.
Which aren't there like 6?
Special Victims Unit.
Oh, that's my favorite one.
With Philip Hoffman. The casting director. He's the casting director for that.
You're going to have so much fun.
I am.
You're going to have like a buttload of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Can I come?
Sure.
Yes.
Yes, you can come.
Awesome.
I'm actually taking other people with me, so it'll be a fun day.
Awesome. Well, thank you for coming and talking to me today. I had so much fun.
Great. Yes, I did too.
We're going to plan another girly night. We're going to call it a girly night. We're going to have our girly nights.
Okay.
With Suki and Kim.
Right on.
It'll be awesome. All right, guys. A little bit of music bringing us to the top of the hour.